Because an average lot for somebody who is in the middle income bracket is about 3,000 square feet of land. So you want to give me 3,000 square feet of land here. 3,000 square feet of land will be, you have to make something like 50 feet across. And then you take the rest to go back. The additional 3,000 square feet to go back. So right there, from the main road, the guy drives into his lot. And the back of his lot, another road. So he has his house between two roads.
Yeah.
So again, the question of conducive access and circulation. So you come out, you drive in, you just turn into your driveway.
Wow.
Your garage can be part of your house or under your house or part of your yard. At the back there, you have a road just above you. It's a fair distance away from your house.
I think that's no different from stock farm and place there.
Bottom line. Bottom line.
In stock farm. You call stock farm houses, boom roads, stuff. That's no difference there.
And I'm saying in terms of determining where you're going to go, you already have a layout.
Stock farm and place more steep than that. That's it.
But you have nothing to show, absolutely nothing.
I don't see stickness there.
Seen it.
I bust a sweat.
You know?
I do climb.
So I'm saying when you take the gradient from the point here,
Yeah.
you take it back, you can maintain a near perfect 20% to 28% gradient.
Oh, look at that boy.
To drive, to look up to Fort Smith.
Yeah.
So you're coming down, you're not even coming down this, you're coming down like this.
That's the only area I see there
Right?
around the area.
A 20% gradient. That any child can just casually stroll up without even knowing he or she's walking up.
Almost flat.
The only place you're going to get some stiffness is when you come to do this, the leg, which takes you into regate.
Yes.
And that's a very short span.
Yeah, alright. Mm-hmm.
What we'll do, we'll take a walk. Let's go down so and do that. And it's a short span, but it will be a necessary connection.
Yes.
Everything in life you have to give a sacrifice and again there.
Yeah.
But again, in that case, I would not even commit a sacrifice. For argument's sake, here, you go to the private housing, that low level here, you open it up, and you put a whole set of apartment building.
Yeah.
Lining up here.
That area there?
Yeah. So you take it right down there, and then because of the way you build your land here, you can even have easy access, egress into your apartments based on how you're going to design it. Because a lot would have to depend on the design of the structure itself. But then here, you will not have no architect. Again, from what I know, my experience, involvement, no architect is going to have any difficulty in designing, be it an apartment, a single unit home, or whatever, because again of the flat nature.
Yeah.
Here.
It's evident.
And very importantly, here is not swampy. Here is solid.
Yeah.
You know? So the whole question is saying, well, you may have to build house on tall stilts or do this and that. Again, even if you do, you give the person an opportunity to build houses on their own.
Yeah.
Similar to what happened in Harvest State.
True.
So the prospects are just tremendous.
All about
You see here? Somebody who doesn't understand. You just send the bulldozer to the top where we started. It takes a level off it. And just drop the road and come down here. When it gets to here with the material, it's finished.
Right.
That disappears.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
It disappears.
That's true.
road system for the road. I don't know.
So we are
How long is it now take?
Well, when we discussed it, we said if the money was made available instantly. I mean, not in terms of saying, well, we can give it all now, but let's suppose the money was allocated, budgeted and allocated in terms of the development for doing the road infrastructure here. We felt, based on what we were looking at then, which was just purely that major access into Newtown, from Putney into Newtown, into Kingsville, we felt that that project, with ready financing, based on what was presented at the time in terms of a cost estimate, that project could have been completed in 3 months, if not less. But we said the max would have been 3 months. But again, we discussed it, and we said, given was our max of 3 months, but the level of expertise at the time who were there and participated in the discuss, we're still very optimistic that within 8 to 10 weeks, that road project could have been completed.
You could see based on that structure where the developers had some foresight.
Yeah, Mr. Roland had already begun.
Yes, so
they were on the verge of beginning to advertise the place for sale in terms of development.
Yeah.
Had probably the authorities then not stopped them because of what they saw as the potential for the expansion of Newtown. Here would have already been developed into what we call a lovely private.
The ironical thing about it, Oliver, is that you stop the developers from doing anything, and you're doing nothing.
Absolutely nothing. And you're not doing nothing because you figure, boy, look, really and truly, we have stopped it. It might have been an oversight because now that we've reviewed the situation, there is no dire need. So therefore, we can put it on hold because you've got to, again, given the state of scarce financial resources,
that's critical.
One has to manage the money that you have prudently.
Yeah.
So therefore, if it was a situation where it was not a pressing need, there was no urgency in it, I could very well understand, say, look, boy, yes, the developers have stopped, and, nothing is happening. So I could really sympathize and understand that.
Yeah.
But as it is now, there's a burning need. There's an urgent need for a proper housing stock in Newtown, for expansion of Newtown. And what is closest to my heart and what I'm more passionate about is the fact that there's that need on the part of the residents who are exposed year in, year out, day in, day out to the threats posed by the sea.
There's also the concern of, the people who are living in Citronnier. Not only that they are threatened by the seas, but also those who reside on the eastern section of Citronnier. Yeah. Fallen rocks, landslides.
Very good observation.
Very, very, very critical.
Because even when you have a little rainfall, you have fallen rocks into the yards.
Yes.
We have had instances where the rocks have fallen on the houses.
Yeah.
And the people, they were left with no choice. Out of desperation,